Okay, now we will be continuing on the lab session. Okay, this lab two are mainly on the configuration on Hadoop because last week we actually only try to use Hadoop in running the MapReduce examples where it's actually running on local file system. We don't really configure the HDFS, making the HDFS to start and running the HDFS as well as running the MapReduce code on the HDFS itself. So HDFS refers to Hadoop file type system. And last week we are on doing on the local file system that we have in our PC. So there are a lot of things that we need to do as in configuration part. So we need to do it one by one. So yeah, we're gonna start right now. So the first thing is to identify where is the HDFS site configuration file. Is in this directory again. This one is follow your own username. Okay, so you need to recall which one is your username for your Hadoop. In my cases, my username is Parallels. So for me, I will need to go into my Parallels platform. Okay, and then okay, I will need to go into this particular Hadoop, etc Hadoop, and look for this HDFS site CONF. So Hadoop, etc Hadoop, and then once I change directory to here, I will need to find out where is the HDFS file. So so I use nano HDFS site XML. Is it HDFS site XML? Oh, CONF. It's supposed to be CONF, right? It become XML now. Maybe become XML now, but maybe because of the version differences, because I don't really see other than XML. So yeah, okay, we try this one. Okay, again, it looks like the same, so we can keep it that way. But this is the configuration part that we need to edit. Okay, so to see what we have supposed to put it inside, which is from this property until this property. So we need to navigate down. You can try to paste, but if your paste is not working well, then you better type, okay, one by yourself. If your paste is not working well in your Dropbox VirtualBox, then you need to double check on it, yeah? So, should I put home student Hadoop? No, because in my cases, my username is Parallel. So I need to change this to Parallel. Same to you, if you are not using the student account, I mean your account is not named student, it's named something else, then you need to use that particular name. Okay. So how do you know? It's actually this one. This is my user account, Parallels. Okay. Oh, so Parallels with the S, so I need to do the edit again. So it's Parallels. So the naming can't be wrong. If name is wrong, then you won't be able to work. Second thing, update. Same home student Hadoop etc Hadoop core site.xml. Core site.xml. Core site. Okay, this one. Same. You actually have the configuration file from here. So again, you need to copy and paste. I mean, this property is actually essential for your things to work, but you can read it. I don't really touch a lot on the property part because there's a lot of things you need to know about it. But eventually, like this one, it's actually trying to tell you the name, okay, where it actually lies in. So it's actually under your local host, which is your file system, your local IP address, and then you are accessing using 9,000 ports. Okay. Like what we have in the HDFS site just now is actually you are giving the DFA name node dir, data node dir. Remember you have name node and data node for HDFS, and also the replication factor you put it as 1 rather than 3. Okay. Then next, you need to configure yarn this time. So it's mapret yarn mapret site XML. Okay, we only have mapret site XML templates. So we need to rename it to XML first. to the exact name first. So it's MV Pret Site XML template. So we need to rename it to XML so that it will work, and then you'll be able to edit it. Okay, that's supposed for us to change. So this one is Yarn Map Pret Site XML. So these are the properties, including the framework is using Yarn rather than MapReduce. You are putting in different resources for your MapReduce RAM in terms of MB, and memory 256 MB, and then another memory for reduce. For Map you have 256, for reduce you have 256. Okay, so this is the thing you need to copy. Again, you navigate the cursor down. Right click. Oh, sorry. Right click, paste. And then you try to double check whether you have any issues on the typing or not. And then another one more, which is Yarn Site XML. Again, the same whole thing. There are some Yarn properties that you need to put it inside. Enable ACL, which is 0, which is not enabling it. And then Resource Manager hosting is actually localhost because it's your own IP address. And then Node Manager, auxiliary service, you're using MapReduce Shuffle. I don't really give you other choices, but if you're interested, you can take a look on it, on how you can configure to something else. It's okay for you to have this kind of space. For neat purpose, then it's better for you to put in nicely. Okay, so is it edited? Okay. Then we move on. This one is part 2. The Yarn site is not only that one, you still have these so many properties, including your Yarn Manager, resource memory, maximum allocation, minimum allocation, and also vMemory check. So it's not ended yet. There's still a lot. Sorry. Okay. Of course, you might argue that why I'm doing this, but I just want to make things neat. So later on, when you're referring back to it, it's actually easy to read. Technically, even you don't change the nested over here, still be fine. Again, if you don't like to use the terminal, you can use the gedit. You can use the gedit. Then we move on. Oh, that's it. All right. So once you have done all the configurations, you try to go back and see whether HDMS name node format, am I able to execute it? Okay. Okay, so it's like HDFS name node format. Okay, you have HDFS not found. Why? Because under here, you don't really have any function for HDFS. And you actually know it from your previous class, HDFS is supposed to be in your bin folder. Okay. Okay. Oh, sorry, HDFS is here. HDFS is here. Okay. So this, if you are in this particular directory, then you need to put it in this one to execute it as a program. Then you know that, okay, this is your correct directory, right? So if you want to, from here, in that case, you won't be able to type directly like this, okay? You need to add this one if you're in that particular directory. If you are not that particular directory, like for example, you are in here, okay? Of course, again, HDFS will not work because you don't know where is it. So in that case, you need to go to, you need to try this way. Hadoop. Sorry, it's not supposed to start from backslash. Hadoop bin HDFS. Okay, this is also another way for you to access from this particular root folder. And how about if I want to access just from here directly? Okay, I want to make sure that I can type HDFS and then I can execute from my root folder. You need to add something in your bash history, which is nano bash history. Sorry, bash RC. So in the end here, okay, you need to add one more line that's actually exporting your particular path. Okay, your particular path to the as something like environmental variable that you need to add in. But right now I don't want to do it first. I'll let you to try yourself. Okay, as I mentioned like 2 weeks ago, if you can manage to find a way by yourself, then please go on. Okay, but at the moment I will not share it first, but it's not that difficult to do so. You just need to add the exports, and then you need to just refresh the source file, then it's fine. The hint I can give you is you can try to equal path right now. Okay, the path right now you actually have is this one. The thing you need to do is you need to append. Okay, you need to append the HDFS folder, which is let me see, cd Hadoop. Okay, this one. You need to append this one. You need to append this one inside this path variable, so that in the end of the day, when you are typing just HDFS here, the Linux will actually know that I need to go to this particular path or this path eventually to find and execute the HDFS file within this particular directory. Okay, so this is the thing you need to go and find out how are you able to do so, but it's not that difficult. Please try yourself. So in this example, I will actually use the Hadoop bin HDFS and then name node format. Okay. So right now it's done. So it seems no error. So because usually if you have error, then you see a lot of add over here. Then you just go up and check what's the error over there. Then you move on. Start all FSH, or you want to do it one by one, then you can do start at DFS, start yarn separately. So again, where's the command? Remember, you need to go and find out the command. So it's actually here. Okay, not here. Wait, yeah, let me find where is it. etc lrb data sbin. I think it's sbin. Yeah, here. So again, we go back. So almost the same, but this time we navigate to another directory, sb, and then start. Start all dot sh. Okay. Okay, this one is asking you connect or not. So yes, you have to connect to localhost. What's your password? Remember to type your password. So start the name node now. Okay. Ask you around another password, starting on data node. Yes. So you have started your name node, data node, secondary name node, resource manager, name node, and so on, node manager. And when you type JPS, it's actually something for you to check whether your things is started correctly. Then you can see you have name node, data node, secondary name node, you have node manager, resource manager. Remember your yarn, okay? You have your node and your resource manager. Then it looks okay right now. And how are you able to check? It's actually okay. You go to this particular URL within your Linux. So you can try to use this. It'll be a bit slow right now because yeah, a lot of things open in my system. Then you can see your neighbor information inside. Okay, you see over here, and you can check. I'm not so sure about 9870, but 50090 will be your secondary name node. You can try over here. Oh, sorry. Maybe it's because yeah. Okay, this one is secondary name node. Okay, but for you to look for the data node, then yeah, I think this one. Okay, you can get the data node information here. Yeah. So how you can see how your things is behave. Let's try 9870 because last time I think there's a student told me about 9870. Nothing now. Okay, so never mind. We move on to okay. Try again the MapReduce example. Is it working? If not, how to make it work? All right. So actually, I have holding down there. Okay. If you are actually having difficulties, you can try over here. But let's try from the terminal first. Remember our example? I can try with the MapReduce. Command R. Okay, Control R, sorry. MapReduce. Okay, this one, right? Okay. Sorry. So this is the home parallel Hadoop bin, Hadoop jar, and so on, right? That we actually have. Okay. When we go in. Sorry. Is it 10? Oh no. Okay, let's try to run. You'll notice that right now it's a bit different. It's connecting the resource manager at localhost and so on. And then it's telling you they're having some errors. Oh, input path does not exist. And you notice that, oh, I actually created this input folder in my local file system, if you still remember last time. Okay, but I'm actually having right now a weird prefix at HDFS local 9000. If you still recall, this one is actually the setting that you put in your HDFS. Right? Is it HDFS? This one. Your call site XML. Okay. So basically, right now your call site, the default path that you actually go and search for your data is actually in your HDFS right now, your HDFS file system. So in that case, right, if you just put in this way, they will assume that, okay, because you remember this curly bracket basically refers to home parallels, right? So they assume that this whole thing is actually inside HDFS. Okay, but eventually it's actually not. So in that case, how are you able to have a workaround? Okay, you can try to refer to this one. Okay, you can try to refer to this one. But if you actually need some idea, okay, you can actually see this one. This one. Okay. So I will do it one round first. See whether you can follow the idea. 5 home parallels. Yeah. And then you have user HDFS. Let's try. Oh, still got error. File home parallels input. Oh, maybe I do it wrongly. Let's try. Oh, I have a typo here. Sorry. LELS. I had a lot of typo. Okay, so this round is fine. Because right now he know that they will actually go to my local file system to look for the input folder this time. And this one will be referring to your HDFS file system. But this round, when you're executing, it will take a little bit more time because you're going to be properly running MapReduce process. Okay? No longer using a local file system, but using the HDFS resources. Or sorry, Hadoop resources that you set in the memory and so on. Container queue on request. Oh, this is red. This is because memory is not enough. Hopefully it's still working. Okay, done. Okay, but from here right now, the part that we actually the data that we actually write in is actually in the HDFS. How are we going to read it? Okay, it's actually the next round. In here, you'll be able to see how we're going to read it. Okay, I will just try directly here, yeah, which is this line. We'll be able to help you in find out where is the grep example tree folder that we have created. HDFS, DFS, LS, right? Yeah. Oh, sorry. So right now you start to know that the difficulties where you need to every time add the bin and HDFS. Yeah. Now you see the grep example tree is actually here. And this one is linked back to what we have, if you notice that a few lines ago, user HDFS grep example tree, user HDFS grep example tree. Then how are you able to print it? Any idea? Same. Cat, user HDFS, grep. Of course, right now you won't be able to do a tab anymore because the file folder is in your sorry, it's actually in your HDFS. Okay, but you can still do this Linux operation and will be able to print all your word counts from here. We are doing the word count example here this round. We are not doing. I refer back. Yeah, it's a word count example, not the grep example that we have. So that's all for this particular demo on Lab 2. So mainly at the beginning, you're actually just putting in configurations where I believe maybe you still need to do some modifications based on the system settings. As you see just now, I have some memory issues. So maybe you face something similar, but in the other day, as long as you'll be able to solve the problem, then it should be fine. You can try to play with all these parameters if you really have issues. And then in the end of the day, this one, please try yourself and see what's the outcome of all this. Okay. So there are two things that you need to try yourself. One is try the MapReduce example. What are the things you need to change from your original MapReduce example that you do in Lab 1? And this one is actually to familiarize yourself in your, for your Hadoop experience. Okay. In terms of the Linux terminal commands. Okay. So that's all. Thank you.